To bow or not to bow? That
Wait,
is...
Sunshine, you're not Bo.
No, I'm acting.
Well, you know, Theater Squared is here. They might have a job for you.
Ooh, amazing.
We'll find out later.
Dance like the moves that you're doing on purpose. Sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you. Pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
Yes, everybody, welcome later with Jason Suel, entertainment television with heart. Don't adjust your TV sets. Bo Counts looks a little bit different. We've got Sunshine Broder here joining me as my co-host. Thanks so much for being here, Sunshine.
You're so welcome. I almost wore a hat just to, you know,
to make
like,
it feel
right?
more normal.
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
That's Bo's thing for sure.
I know. Well, I thought, you know, do I go that way? Do I not?
Yeah.
I was just feeling myself this morning.
I love that, you know, and Bo obviously has the night off, and but thankfully you're here. You look better, you smell better, for sure.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. I bathed just for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
so
anytime.
fill our audience in, like, who are you? I know you from way back, hairstylist in the area.
Yes, so like, I don't know. I mean, like there's so much to tell, but I used to do hair.
Right.
I did hair, I had my own little salon for about 15 years. While I was doing that, I ended up somehow magically getting a job as an on-air personality on the X.
You did?
Did that for about 2.5 years, and as a result of that, I've been doing a lot of MC work. You know, I work with Northwest Arkansas Fashion Week and all sorts of fun stuff. So now I'm the tour guide at Fox Trail Distillery.
Yes. Tell me more about this. So what do you do? When are the tours?
The tours are on Friday and Saturday nights. We do two. We do a 5 o'clock and a 7 o'clock. And it's really exciting. The space is so beautiful. The staff is so amazing. And I'm just having a blast doing it, actually. Yeah.
Well, we're having a blast with you on the show already. I know you have a personal tie to one of our guests, Martin Miller, who's joining us on.
Yes,
Cut his hair for several years or something like that.
For like 8 million years.
8 million years.
At least.
He's not young,
no,
apparently.
Well, I mean, he looks good for his age, though. Yeah,
okay.
As do I.
As do you. I couldn't even tell you're 8 mil.
Thanks.
Yeah, so speaking of, we do have a fantastic show lined up for you. Theater Squared is here. Martin Miller, Joanna Bell joining us to talk about the 2022-23 season, which they've just announced. You can subscribe now. It's going to be a great time with them. We've also got the band 1 Ounce Jig from Cosmic Cowboy. I can't wait to see this music video. They sound so great, and the music video looks so great. And then down there at our chef's table, it's another Theater Squared influence. We got folks joining us from the Commons there. We've got Tara and Michael. What are we going to be doing down there at our chef's table today, guys?
Today we're going to be showing you some great food and drinks from the Commons.
Yes, I can't wait for that. It's going to be awesome. Right now, we're going to send it to our friend Instagram Paul. That's right, he hasn't been on the show for a while, but he's back with some fun for us. And then we've got a great show. We explained it all, and it's all coming up later.
Hey there, everybody. It's the Grandpa here. Boy, this weather, this makes me want to get out and do a barbecue, do some picnicking, get out with the family maybe, get together, bring some coleslaw, baked beans, you know, that fried bologna, fried mashed potato cakes, get a little hush puppies in there. And then you don't want to forget Aunt Carlene's golden dang squash casserole. Woo-wee, now that's a melt-in-your-mouth squash. That tastes like a whole garden, fertilizer and everything when you take a bite of that. That's got the dried onions and the paprika and some pimentos and what else does she put in there? Vanilla wafers, red hots, a little bit of cabbage, bacon bits, sour cream, chives. You get it kind of an explosion in your mouth. It bombards the senses. There's been some rifts in my extended family. And I think we owe it to each other to get together and maybe kind of hug it out a little bit. Cooter was selling those scented candles to the family, and everybody's house got such a stink in it, we couldn't hardly get it out, and everybody got real mad at Cooter about it, but he had mixed it together with the wax and everything, and he had some scented candles with catfish and cauliflower was one of them, and pork rinds and potato skins. And everybody's house just smelled terrible for the longest time, but we've been away from each other too long. Reconnect. Disconnect to reconnect. This is Grandpa giving you words of advice. Don't forget.
Welcome back, everybody. Joining us at the desk, we've got Martin and Joanna from Theater Squared. Thanks for hanging out. So glad to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
Totally a pleasure to be here.
Yes.
Well, I'm really excited about the new season coming up, 22-23. But before we get to that, man, what success have you had with your new space, picking up all kinds of awards, accolades, great season, kind of you're wrapping up right now. Can you kind of go into that for us, let us know?
Yeah, I think probably the greatest bit of theater we've been able to do in the last couple years is somehow manage to keep making theater during a pandemic.
That is it, yeah.
And somehow get a lot of amazing attention for it. The New York Times reviewed one of our shows, Russian Troll Farm, which they put on their Best of 2020 list.
Wow.
Which is just 10 shows. It was a critic's pick that they do to wrap up the whole year. And then the Wall Street Journal not only loved the show they reviewed, they also had a lot of warm words to say about the theater, saying it was a outstanding regional company, clearly deserving of its fine reputation. And we were like, oh, we have a reputation, good. And it's a good thing.
Yeah,
yeah,
no doubt. And you're located right here in Fayetteville, right here in Northwest Arkansas. And I'm already personally getting excited about the upcoming season. So let's just dive right into that. Give us the lowdown, give us the skinny.
So we're starting, right now on stage is the elaborate entrance of Chad Deity.
Right.
And it's going to be a wrestling extravaganza.
Wrestling.
And then we sort of,
What are you into wrestling, Sunshine?
Well, I will say that I did a little announcing for some semi-professional wrestling here in Northwest Arkansas, and it is some of the most rowdy good fun. Are they really going to be wrestling on stage in this?
Oh, absolutely they are. And we've got professional wrestlers coming in to train our actors. It's going to be like a WWE SmackDown extravaganza.
But you have to completely reinvent your notion of stage for it.
Okay.
Because the theater itself is being transformed and the wrestling ring is right in the middle of it.
Oh, awesome. That sounds very cool.
Yeah.
What else? What else is on the horizon?
And then we start sort of going into the summer, and it's like just filled with music and joy all summer long. We've got Miss You Like Hell, which is going to be this amazing musical that we're going into. And then, after that we do a world premiere of Flex by an Arkansan playwright. And then we start the new season in August with It Came from Outer Space.
Oh, yeah. Now, I want to know more about that. Is that based on like an old movie? Is that right?
Yeah, we've been actually working with Universal Pictures to get the rights and work together with Chicago Shakespeare Theater, which is a Tony Award-winning company in Chicago. It is, as we're phrasing, an out-of-this-world premiere. Yeah, I love
dad jokes.
Love those dad jokes, exactly. I've been working on those for years.
But it was one of those movies that was in 3D at the time, and so even when we put it on stage, it will still be in 3D.
Oh, there you go, sticking with the trend.
I
4D.
know, right?
Yeah, 4D this time.
4D, exactly. So
what are the highlights from the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's critical acclaim. We've got brand new shows coming in that were huge in New York. Detroit 67 by MacArthur Genius Grant winner Dominique Morisseau.
Well, what's the best way for our viewers to kind of get access to all the shows that we're talking about right now?
Yeah, so all of the information that you'd need to sort of see any of our shows is on theater2.org.
Yeah.
But don't feel like you have to plan ahead. You could even walk in the day of and see. We're performing 300 nights out of the year.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
I know. So almost any night you want to see a show, you can come by the Commons, have dinner, then stop by and see a play.
Yeah, I love that. Now, Sunshine, I want to throw a question down to you. Because you've got a degree in theater. How much of this, what we're talking about right here, gets you excited about the season at Theater Squared?
I'm super excited about it. I'm very proud that this is something that is going on right here in our community, and that by like sort of, I feel like I get a little like guilt by association. I guess it wouldn't be guilt, but you know, because I'm so familiar with all of the people that are involved, and it is so exciting that our community has been awarded this, and then we have this space here, and people from all over the country are like paying attention. I think it's a big deal.
I agree, and it is kind of like we feel like, oh my gosh, why us? But yes, us. You know, we can own that, and we can also have people coming in. I'm sure that you have lists and lists of people that have driven in from all across the region to see the shows that you present at Theater Square, because it's something unique, and I think that's something that maybe our viewing audience doesn't know, is that not every town has kind of an equity theater right downtown, right?
Literally last night I was talking to a couple in the front row who was from Henderson, Texas.
Wow.
And had come through specifically to come see the play at Theater Squared.
Yeah.
And like a couple weeks ago, a couple who had flown in because they'd read the article in the New York Times.
Wow.
They came in and they were like, and while we're here, do you think we should go see Crystal Bridges? I was like, yeah, you should also go see Crystal Bridges.
Yeah, but they came to you first. So
Yeah,
that's cool.
they had read about the show. It was so cool.
Thanks for filling us in, giving the scoop on what's happening.
Having us.
For kind of completing this season, but also, man, what a great season you have lined up in 2022-23. So, Joanna Martin, really appreciate you taking the time to visit with us. Yeah, and stick around. We got more happening later.
Our musical guest brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Walton Arts Center, presenting the West Street Live series.
That big yellow sun is shining down. The breeze is blowing just right. I got a feeling deep down inside that everything's gonna be alright. 'Cause I got an icy one in my hand and a feisty one on the line. And I just wanna say that I'm grateful for every blessing I've been shown. Ain't no time for being hateful. That time for me's long gone. Summer's fever is finally broken. The trees are turning gold and red. I got all my windows open. Got a big fan by my bed. I'm the luckiest punk in this whole town now. And I have always been a have-not. It's been a long, hard road to plow. I've had to fight
Yes, everybody, welcome back. Later with Jason Suel. Glad you're tuned in. We're down here at the chef's table. Tara, Michael, thanks so much for being here, bringing us all these samplings.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it. So the Commons, it's so cool. First of all, I just have to say, the space at Theater Squared is so cool, right?
Absolutely.
But the Commons, it's not just a place you can come when you are coming to see a show. You got other hours that you're open. Tell us about it, Tara.
Absolutely. So we want people to come certainly before the show, after show, have a great cocktail, grab a bite to eat, but also anytime. It's open all day. And so we hope you'll come have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
It's a great place to study. We have a really cool happy hour, brunch. We do seasonal menus, so we're always switching things up so you can get a nice, great vibe of some fresh ingredients. But mostly, it's a great place just to enjoy the weather as it's starting to warm up. We have patios on all 3 floors.
Wow, patios on all 3 floors. That's
so that
awesome.
outdoor space is just absolutely gorgeous.
And you also have a lot of windows. There's a lot of light in there already.
A lot of natural light.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Have you been in there, Sunshine?
I have been there, and it's gorgeous. It's one of those where, like, wherever you're sitting, you can kind of just see everything going on. It's kind of it's like on Dixon Street, off Dixon Street. And so you're like, it's chill, but it's also like in the middle of what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. You kind of have this exclusive yet open to everyone kind of vibe in there,
and
right?
that's really what we want it to feel like, where it's that community space, truly, where everyone feels welcome and included.
Yeah, and you do a great job at that, too. And look at all this stuff you brought. Michael, let's talk about this. What do you have down there on that end? I see some food options.
Yes, so down here on this end, we have our house salad, which we have on every menu. And it comes with our classic house dressing, which is we call the Sunshine dressing.
What? It's named after you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And as we'd expect, it's a beautiful, delicious dressing.
Oh my goodness, Michael, I appreciate you.
We also have our pulled pork sandwich, which comes on our house-made buttermilk bread bun.
What? Say that again. House-made buttermilk bread
bun. Yes. We also like the pulled porks cooked in-house. Everything is made from scratch whenever possible.
Okay.
And so along with that, we also have our pimento mac and cheese.
Delicious.
And then we have our fresh-made chocolate chip cookies.
It's all about the cookies.
It's all about the cookies.
Gotta get
Tara's
cookies.
right in on the cookies.
I take a cookie into the show with me every time. It's amazing.
I joke and I say that cookie is the whole Commons.
That's
it's
it.
just that chocolate
So if
chip
you just go and get a cookie, then you've had the Commons experience.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But you're not going to want to do that. You're going to want to have a drink too, probably. What's happening right here?
And so as far as the drinks, we have the Unknown Airs, which I really love. It has a wonderful story behind it tied to the Commons.
Oh.
But on that one, I will say you'd have to come in and see me to get
Oh,
that
that's
story.
a tease. That's
So-
an awesome tease. I love it.
And
Yeah.
then one of the fun things I really love that we do is we always build an experience package theme to the shows.
Okay.
Because we really want to tie that experience
Sure.
together. So with the elaborate entrance of Chad Deity, we did our Powerbomb Punch.
Pew, 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 pew.
It
Fun
is-
punch.
That sounds dangerous.
Signature cocktail
incredibly
and
dangerous.
dessert for every show.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's lovely. And it's a beautiful color, too.
Yeah.
So that is light.
Should we
and dark
try
brown.
these, Sunshine? I'm feeling they're just sitting
I
there.
kind of
think
feel
we
like
should.
maybe we should,
Yes, yes.
definitely.
How
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
wanna-
All right,
Let's do
all
it.
right. Here we go. Here
All
we
right.
go.
What do you think? How's the...
Oh, that's lovely. What is this? What's it called?
So that's the Unknown Airs.
Okay.
So it is
right.
bourbon, a ginger shrub, an
entire
green
shrub?
tea,
You put a whole shrub in there?
whole shrub.
It's amazing.
amazing.
Yes.
How do you do that?
Like there's an entire privet in that glass. It's amazing.
I'm glad it's late night.
Yeah, this is great as well. Can you tell us what's in this? I know you said it's made for Chad Deity show, but what's in it?
So that one, it is a mixture of light and dark rum, some citrus juices. We also have a blackberry syrup in there.
Yeah.
And it's just this really nice, bright, really summery drink.
Yeah, it absolutely, you described it. And maybe cocktails aren't your thing. I mean, you got a selection of wines here as well. Do you kind of want to walk us through that maybe a little bit?
And so as far as that goes, we have just like you said, a really good selection of like red,
huge.
white, sparkling. We also have a rosé on draft back at the theater and everything. I am looking at bringing in some really exciting, like Italian, sustainable, all-natural, organic wines that we'll have very soon as well.
Man, Michael, you do such a great
But even
job.
the tea, like you could get a lavender lemonade or like our spring dreams
Right.
is my new favorite.
Right.
There's so many different types of even non-alcoholic drinks that
Yeah,
you
you
can
said come in and have a
enjoy.
coffee,
Oh my
have a
goodness, our
tea.
coffee is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. If you were to say one thing to our viewing audience right now to sort of entice them to come in and just try it out, because it can be a little daunting. Maybe I haven't seen a show there. Maybe I'm not familiar with the space yet. How would you encourage them to come on in the door?
I would just say make the trip, stop in, ask anyone what to order, and they can always give you great recommendations. Depends on what you're in the mood for.
Sure.
But like I said, I mean, you can just start out small with a nice little lavender latte
I love
or a
that
little
idea.
oat milk. We can customize anything.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for bringing this to us as well. I think we're going to have a chance to try more of that food right after this break. Stick around. We got more happening later. Yes, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Later with Jason Suel. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. Send us an email over at laterwithjasonsuel.com. And before we leave this Theater Squared themed episode, we've got to thank our guests. I want to thank Tara and Michael for bringing us this delicious food, including this cookie, which we're about to eat.
Oh, so exciting. And I'd like to thank Martin and Joanna for bringing us the T2 Skinny.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that.
Yes,
The skinny for
the
sure.
skinny.
And thanks to our friends at Cosmic Cowboy for that music video from the band 1 Ounce Jig. That's our show. We'll see you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Let's eat this food.